Right, there was some good news this week. At least one sporting code has found the fortitude to take a stand against men invading women's sport. World Athletics has banned males who identify as females from competing in world-ranked events. This is the best move by the overly woke sporting world in a very long time. But I have to say it comes too late for some. Like the fourth place runner in the 2016 800-metre women's Olympic final. Canada's Melissa Bishop finished fourth to this trio of now ineligible runners. Frankly, she deserved a gold medal. But her dream of even being a medalist in this event was stolen by blokes being allowed to compete in a women's race. It's the same for the Polish and English athletes who finished fifth and sixth in that race. Both deserve their silver and bronze moment. Just like happens with drug cheats, I reckon, the medals awarded to these biological men need to be taken away and given to the female athletes who were denied their place in Olympic history. Peter Erickson, he was the Canadian head coach at the time, said recently, "I was threatened by the Canadian Olympic team lawyers in 2016 not to speak up. If I said something, I was told I was going to be banned for life from sport." Well, this incident, and I'm sure it's not the only case of bullying for daring to question the men in women's sport push, is simply appalling. And we saw a similar thing happen in Australia last week, when women daring to publicly speak up for women were blamed for the actions of men. One Victorian MP, Moira Deeming, faces expulsion from the Liberal Party, dare I point out, at the request of her male leader, for daring to raise her voice. In Canberra, we saw the undignified Senator Lydia Thorpe tackled to the ground and crawling away on all fours, shrieking like a petulant 2-year-old after trying to disrupt a woman speaking up for other women. If only Thorpe turned her attention-seeking abilities onto raising interest in the high levels of physical and sexual abuse of women and children in many Indigenous communities she purports to represent. Of course, she won't do that because she couldn't blame the white patriarchy for those problems, and the truth, it might be a tad inconvenient for her designed story. Instead, she'll debase herself, attacking women on behalf of the men claiming to be women movement. It's incredible. But back to sport though. World Athletics has set the benchmark for common sense, while we, as a nation, are lagging behind. The brave women who have dared to raise their voice about the unfairness of men invading women's sports and spaces have been attacked, they've been abused, and they've been cancelled. Just this week, a former women's cycling champion quit her sport. Hannah Arensman said she'd decided to end her cycling career when, in her last race, she, quote, came in fourth place, flanked on either side by male riders awarded third and fifth places. My sister and family sobbed as they watched a man finish in front of me, having witnessed several physical interactions with him throughout the race. Additionally, it is difficult for me to think about the very real possibility I was overlooked for an international selection on the US team at Cyclocross Worlds in February 2023 because of a male competitor. What a way to promote women's sport. Allow men to enter and drive women out. That's the sort of thing those who are defending women's sport and safe spaces for women have been highlighting. For their efforts, they're attacked and marginalised. Again, mostly by men. And woke political leaders, the likes of New South Wales Liberal Matt Keane and Victoria's John Pesutto, they've thrown the Catherine Deves and Moira Deemings under a bus. These men are on the wrong side of history, and the move by World Athletics showed just how out of touch these wannabe wokesters absolutely are.